Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I have got a few bits and pieces today that are going into my shop. So I thought I'd give you a little preview of what's going in there. I like to sort of like show you bits and pieces so you've got a better idea of what they all look like. So this is the Handmade by Kerr shop on Etsy. So I'll pop the link down below because it's a different one to the digital one. But I'm going to go and show you what we've got in it. So I'm going to take some bits and pieces. So I've got some boxes of bits and all sorts of things and little bags of bits, and I have numbered them. So on Etsy they will be numbered on there as well. So I'm going to go through this one first. I've got a few of these kits. Look at that, my desk isn't that big. Do apologise if it's noisy again, but I've got the builders next door still, and they're a bit noisy this afternoon. But let's have a look. I'm going to take this out. I've got a few of these, and they're just sort of like embellishment packs. I've got these beautiful feathers. Now, I haven't used feathers for a long time, and I've got these in my stash, and I just love the beautiful colours because I thought they were very sort of spring pastel colours, and aren't they just gorgeous? Just lovely. So I've popped some of those in. I think I'm going to have to make something with feathers. I'll show you those bits and pieces there in a minute. I hope things aren't reflecting. Right, so we've got lots and lots of bits in here. Lots of ephemera bits, bits of paper, all sorts of things. So let's just start at the back. I've got this lovely, I've got this beautiful book, which is a garden book. It's a really nice vintage book, and it's got this these pages in it, and they're just beautiful. So I thought I'd have to put one of those in there. I have got some tea stain paper. No, it's not tea stain paper, it's coffee stain paper. So we've got some lovely coffee stain paper in there. I have got, lots of you have been asking me for the music paper. So we've got some music paper in there as well. This is out of this lovely book I've got. Oh look, I've got some more there. Let's pop that in order. Then I have this, this is algebra book. So this has got some pages from that. That's a really nice old one. And then I've got this one, which I think is a French one. This is the French grammar. So I've got some of that in that. And these are just fab to make embellishments with. I just love them, and just making little pockets and things like that. Little odd little things. This is a beautiful botanical book as well, which is lovely. So we've got a couple of pages of those. This is another French book. This is Learning French, which is lovely because it's an old one. It's all got little, it's underlined with pencil and bits like that and marked off. So I just think these are fabulous. Really, really lovely. So we've got a couple of pages of those as well, which is nice. And then I've got some odd bits of my digitals that I've got in there, and these make great pockets and additions to your pages, which is that one. That's beautiful, isn't it? And I've got some ephemera. What have we got here? We've got an envelope, we've got a little coffee stained there, some more bits of ephemera or paper, and then we've got some ephemera on here from my digitals. So that's lovely. That's my lovely crocus. So we've got all these lovely bits and pieces. I'm not actually quite sure how much is in here. So some of it's from my new kit, some of it's from my old kit. So that's the paper bits. And then we've got the little feathers. And then in these, take that fluff, let's just take these out. So we've got a lovely big bundle of lovely bits and pieces here to add to your journals. So we've got a beautiful butterfly. We have a little flower. Now I'm going to put these back in here as I go so they don't go all over the place. So we've got some beautiful butterflies, look, with the little dingly danglies on. These are little ones, just beautiful. I've got one of my handmade flowers on here like that. So that will just stick onto your journal, onto your front of your journal. Lovely little embellishment there. They're just beautiful. I'm loving them. Pop them to the side. This is one of my little hearts, little fabric hearts that I've hand sewn on there. And then we've got the beautiful silk ribbon on there with a little embellishment. And then we've got some little roses, 3 little roses there. Let's pop those in. These are all lovely little bits that I have made. And then we've got some little gems. Oops. A couple of little gems in there. It's got all sorts of little nicky-nacky bits in. I've got some of the flowers that I made. There, we've got some little blingy bits. Like that. Like these bits. We've got some little flowers. I've got these are little sort of paper flowers, and they're really, really pretty. And they're really quite delicate. Which are just beautiful. Now, having a rummage, I've got some lovely stuff to use into my journals as well now. Because I've popped these in my little stash as well. Oh, we've got another flower. These are little ones that I've got little gems on. Like that, which are beautiful. They go in there. And then some more little blingy bits. Little butterflies. Of course, we have to have some butterflies. Another gem there. Let me just put them on my hand. There's another little paper flower. We've got some little resin flowers on there. And then, let's just pop those in there. I have got some of these little resin hearts that I made, and also some butterflies. So these are just beautiful. I'll show you those, look. So these are my resin ones. They're just so pretty. And they're really sort of iridescent. They're very sort of... if you're making a fairy journal, they're absolutely perfect. Oops. To go in there. And then I've got my little butterflies, my little resin butterflies here as well. I think we've got about 12 of those in there. There's another little gem. So let's pop those on there. So you've got lots and lots of lovely little embellishments on there. So these are the little butterflies that I use. So they're little resin ones. So that's what you get in this packet. And these are just all my little handmade bits and pieces, which I love to make. So I've got a few of these packets, and they're really nice for your stash. If you're somebody that doesn't really have a huge amount, that's quite nice to make a journal with, or addition to make a journal. So let's just pop that in there. Make sure they all go in. Pop them into little plastic bags. I want to keep them nice and safe. So I've got a few of these packs. All they are, they're going to have different little embellishments. The little flower ones that I made will be different, and the little hearts will be different, but basically everything else will be the same. Your butterfly might be a little different colour. But so that's those packets. And then I've got 10, I think I got 10 packets of these, which are just embellishments, things that I've made in little packs. This is pack number 1. So we've got a little journal here. It's not a little journal. Well, it is a little journal. It's a little flip out. Look, so we've got a little pocket there. We've got a pocket there. We've got some journaling pages there. I think this one, did I sew it in with? Yeah, this is a little signature one. And then we've got a little pocket at the back. And then this is a little secret pocket in there. And then you just tie that together. This is all hand painted on there, which is lovely. And it says, fill your heart with beautiful things. That's what we like to do, don't we? We like pretty things. So that's got some seam binding on there. It's one of my little flowers that I've made on there. We have these little bits, which is a little pocket in there. It's a little flip up pockets. And then we've got a little pocket there. And then this would stick onto your journal. And then you've got another pocket there. We have a little tag. I have a little envelope. This opens up. Stick that into your journal. You've got a little pocket in there. And that flips down and that just tucks in. This is another little one to pop onto your journal. Couple of little pockets. We have a little, it's a little envelope with a little card in that. This is what we've made. I have made a lot of this in my videos. And this is the one, this bit sticks to your journal, that bit, and then you can move it about like that. So that little round bit just sticks to your journal and it just moves. So that's lovely. We have a little crocus card with a little bit of embellishing on. We have a little pansy on there with some embellishments. We have a little key ring. Not a key ring, a little paper clip, and it's got little dingly dangly bits on. So this is a little hidden paper clip, so that would just clip onto your page, and it's got little bits and pieces poking out and tucking in. And then we've got one of my little umbrellas, which are beautiful. So that's a nice little embellishment which you can stick onto your journal. So this is pack number 1. So I hope you've got a cup of coffee in front of you, because I've got a few bits and pieces that I would like to show you. So this is pack number 2. So we will take these bits out. Look, I've got one of my little dresses. This is one of my original ones that I made on a little coat hanger. Just think it's so delicate and so pretty. This is a little laminated dingly dangly. The plastic bag over there. We have a little card, a little journal card. We have another one with some embellishments on. This is a little pocket. So all of these are just to go into your journals, or however you would like to use them. These are all things that I've made previously. Little bits of ephemera. Oh look, I've even got a bit of something that you don't really want in there, which is a bit of my rubbish. Oh, look at that piece of cut up paper. You don't really want that in there, do you? So let's pop these back in. Love them, love them. We have a little corner paper clip with a little dingly dangly on. That just pops onto the corner of your page. There's another little journaling card. We have a little envelope with a couple of hearts in there. So these just open out, a little open out envelopes with little pockets inside. So that tucks in there, and then you've got 2 little hearts, and they tuck in there like that. And then we have this lovely little booklet. So you've got a little space here. Let's see if I've got something to tuck in here. So you've got, this is a pocket, so you can put something in there. I think I made this in a video anyway, and this has got all sorts. There's a pocket there. This opens up like that. You've got a couple of pockets in that one. Flips up. We've got little pockets here, one here. This opens up with a little Velcro clasp, fastening I mean. That opens up, and then you've got a little pocket in there, and that closes down. Then we've got a little pocket there. So that's lovely. So that is number 2. I love this little dress. That really is one of my original little dresses that I had made. So let's pop all this in here into this bag like that. Then we have number 3. I might have to go a bit quicker on these right now, because we'll be here all day. There we go. We've got another, look at that little umbrella. That's just lovely. We have another little laminated tag there. This is a little, it's like a little booklet like that, which is lovely. And each little booklet, each little page has a little tag that goes in and out. So that's nice to pop into your journals. Oh, this one's got 2. There we go. Little pockets. Little top pockets, and it's got my little butterflies on there, which I love. We have another little paper clip, little hidden paper clip these are, and that's got a little feather on there, little dingly dangly feather tag. And then this one's got a little booklet in. It's got a little booklet at the back, and that just tucks in there like that. So that's lovely. We have a little journaling card with some embellishments on. Little lady, this is one of my little, what are they called? Paper clips. Not paper clip. Brad. Gosh, I remember. And that could just stick onto your page. Got beautiful rose on there. We have a little rose journaling card. We have another little one. What are these called? Can't remember now. We have a little pocket on there, which is lovely. I love this. And this is a little ballerina book. So I think I made this one with you. So we've got a pocket there, because this one opens out like this. So, but it like flips over. You've got pockets and tucks in all of these. Closes up. It opens up like that. This is a little tuck in there. We have a pocket in there. This has a little card in that little fabric. It's a little lacy pocket, which is lovely. And then you've got the same, this just opens up on the back. So you've got like that on that side, and then like that on that side, and it just folds up, sort of concertinas up. So that's beautiful. So this is number 3. Loving this umbrella. I'm going to have to make some more umbrellas, I think. I think they are lovely. Going through some of the bits that I've made before, I think I'm going to have to make a few more again. Oh gosh, I can't get it in. There we go. Let's pop these in there like that. Well, it gives you a little reminder. It's given me a little reminder of all the things that I've previously made as well. I've got lots and lots of bits and pieces. This is number 4. Now this one has got my little fairy flip out one in. Look at that. Do you remember when we made this the other day? It's the little one, and this has got like a little paper clips that hold these little tags inside. Little flip ups, so that flips up. Can you see? It's like a little, not flip up, a little pop up card. Little pocket there. I've got a little tag there. This is a little pocket here, and then we've got a pocket there, and it's stuck down, Velcro there. You can stick that onto your journal or just have it as a little free floating one on there. We have another little umbrella. Look at that, just beautiful. This is a little brooch. What do I say brooch for? A little pull out like that. You can pop your little bits and pieces into. Flips out. That's a little pocket there. That just opens out, and we tie it together. This is beautiful vintage lace on there, which is just gorgeous. And then we just do it up with a little bow, little seam binding bow. We have a little journal card. We have another little journal card there. That's one of my little brads in there, which are beautiful. Look at these. I'm loving them. Lovely bits of ephemera to go into your journals. And then we've got this one, which has got, you know, can you see the little shiny bits on there? Just beautiful. So that's that one. So this one is number 4 with the little umbrella, little parasol. Parasol sounds better than umbrella, doesn't it? Pop those into the little bag. So that's number 4. This is number 5. We have lots of little, this is a little paper clip. We have another little hidden paper clip there, which flips up. Again, we've got these little dingly danglies hanging off it. That's a little pocket, and this has got like a little ticket in there. It's a little side pocket. Side tuck, like that. So that just hangs onto your, clips onto your journal. We have another one of my original little dresses, which are just beautiful, and they're made out of some vintage paper. We have some little postcards. Have a little, this sticks onto your journal page, and that's your pocket there. So you would stick around these bits, and then they got the flippy pockets like that. So that's another pocket there, and then you've got pocket there and a pocket in there. So that's beautiful. It's a little corner paper clip. Throw kindness around like confetti, that says. And then we've got this lovely embellished one with some little blingy bits. Another little pocket there and one there. So that again, this would stick onto your journal like that, or like that. Depends which way you would like it. There's another lovely little big, a big pocket tag. And this is a beautiful envelope with one of my little handmade fans on there, which is so pretty, isn't it? This opens up and it's got a little pocket, so it's like a little envelope. So there we go. So this is number 5. And these pieces go on like that. Little dress, pop those on, pop those into the bag like that. Tuck them all in. So these are lovely bits to add into your journals, aren't they? That can go on there. Give you some ideas as well. This is number 6. Okay, so this one has got some little bits and pieces here, and this is like a little what's it called, ziggy zaggy journal. So this comes out again like this, can you see? So that comes out quite a way. So I'm going to flip through it. We've got a little pocket here with some ephemera in it. So all of these bits you can write in. These are ones that I've done on a video anyway. So we've got some ephemera in there. This flips over. This is a little journal. Got some little bits of ephemera tucked in there. This has got a little circle pocket. Flips over. We've got 2 big tags, and these have got little journals in the back. Little notebooks in our tags. That tucks in there. This one comes out. We've got another little journal in there. Oops, if I can get him out. There we go. Tucks in. So that's a nice way of doing a tag, isn't it? Opens up, and then we go backwards. And then we've got little bits of ephemera in there. And then, oops. Then we've got more tags. We've got another tag with another little booklet in there, and another little pocket. And a little circle pocket there. So that's fabulous, isn't it? And then we've got little dingly dangly where we have sewn in the little bit of a journal. And then it's all tied together with some beautiful seam binding, which is lovely. And that says a golden summer on there. So do that up nicely. A few little glass beads on there. And then it comes with these little bits of ephemera and these little bits of bling in there, if I can get them out. Pop them in there. So we've got, pop these on my hand so you can have a look. Got a little bits of bling in there, and a couple of my little handmade flowers on there, which are great for just embellishing, aren't they? If you make little handmade flowers, you can put those on there in the middle. And then we've got some ephemera from my digital kits on here. Look at the beautiful pansies, little flowers, little swan, beautiful lacy bits. We've got little ballerinas on there, and there we go. So those are little bits of ephemera to pop in there, or do whatever you like with. Let's see, pop those in here. And this one was number 6. Let's see if I can get that in. That goes on there. What have we got on this one? This one is number 7. Take this out. So we have this beautiful, this is napkin. This is a bit of decoupage on here. And it says, love what you do. Little bow, and it's a little plain journal with some beautiful tea stain paper in there, which is gorgeous, isn't it? Just lovely. So it's all sewn around the outside. This is a postcard which has been decoupaged, and this is decoupaged on there. Beautiful. We have another big tag, little pocket tag, fabric on there. Little pocket, that goes onto your journal. Stick it down on 3 sides. Got a little teacup on there. What's this? We've got another one of these, which is a little envelope pocket. Every day is a new day, and then it's just got like a little bit of journaling in there. And then again, it's got one of my little paper clips on there, which has been resined. And then you stick just this little bit down, just that little circle, and that will move it around. You can stick the whole thing down if you want to, but if you want to just stick that down, it moves freely. It's beautiful. Have a little little journal, a little bit of there, little pocket on the front, nice bit of bling. We like a bit of bling. Little journaling cards. We have a little dingly dangly. We have another little pocket there for your journal, which you just stick again down on 3 sides, little pocket there. We have a pocket there, and if you stick the 3 sides down, you have a pocket there as well. And then we have this beautiful little envelope, which has 2 little side tucks there. So these can be free in your journals, or you can just stick them down like that. So that's that little packet. Put that in there. Oops, let's open this out. Oh, there we go. Pop them in little bags because I will be completely confused otherwise. This one is number 8. So this, again, you get the same little embellishments as you do in the last one, so I won't take those out. And then you get some little bits of some postcards and some little bits of ephemera in here as well, just from my digital kit. So this is all sort of like little bits that I've got in there. So that's your little extras in that bit. Let's open that up. Pop those in there. And then we have this beautiful little folio, which is lovely. Like that. It's got lace down there. Beautiful blue lace down there. This flips out like that to open it up. Oh, we've got a little tag pocket in the front. It says enjoy today. This opens up. We've got a little pocket here with some ephemera in. This has all been backed with book paper, which is the Penny magazine. That just clips in there. Pull that up. This side has got a little pocket with 2 journaling cards in. The little corner pocket. Opens up. We have a pocket here with some journaling cards in. They're almost like little hidden pockets, aren't they, on this one? We have a little pocket here. A little corner pocket. Little dingly dangly with that crane on. Beautiful journal cards, little postcards. And then this one is a little journal. It's a little notebook. There we go. We've got another little postcard in there with a corner pocket. And we've got a little journaling space on here with some coffee stained paper. So that is lovely. It's a lovely addition to any sort of journal, or just to sit on your shelf. I love all these things. Just beautiful. So that folds into 3, so it just sort of like stands like that, and it just folds into 3, and the closure is this little flip that goes through there like that. So that's lovely. Beautiful paper. Loving this paper. I've stamped on the back the happiness and crafting on there as well, but loving this paper. Oh, that goes with that. That goes in there. So that one was number 8. And then I have 2 like this. This is 9 and 10. They're very, very similar. I'll show you number 9 first. So we've got this one. Let's take these out. We've got this beautiful little book on here. I made these in a video as well, which are just beautiful. Lovely butterflies on there. This is a velvet on the spine, little seam binding flower like that, and then these 2 are just, this bit is just sewn into there, and this is some coffee stain paper, but it is sewn in with seam binding, which is lovely. So that's what the seam binding bow is. I've sewn it through there, so that is beautiful. I'm loving this one. I must make that. Reminds me, looking back at all these things, reminds me of what I've done. And then we have our little, I think this was one of our Friday freebies, wasn't it? So this comes out. It's a little journaling spot in there, which is a double tag book. So that's just beautiful little tag book on there, which says peonies. That's the one I made for my mum, which is lovely. Got a little pocket on there. Oh, I think that goes on the side because we've got the flower that way. Got some lovely velvet on there as well. some little journaling cards on here. These are the ones we got some bling on. We like bling. And then I've got 3 beautiful little envelopes there. This one's got a little hole in it, so you can actually, what I'll do, we've got a little bulb pin here. Let's pop a bulb pin on there. Then you can just pop in whatever you like in the little envelope, and that can just dingly dangly off your journal then. Can you see? That's what I've done. You can do that with all of those if you wanted to. So this is number 9. That goes in there. Like that. Pop that on the top. And then this is 10, which is very, very similar journal on there. Let's take these off. Look at that, just beautiful. Here's got my little butterflies, and again we've got this beautiful hand-dyed velvet and seam binding, and then it's sewn in again with some seam binding through there. Journal pages and like that. So this is all hand-dyed fabric on there, which is just beautiful. I'm loving that. Little pocket, lovely little pocket tag. We have a little journaling book, which has got little scrap papers in, beautiful. We have some journaling cards and a little embellished journal card. We have a little book, again like the other one that I showed you, which has got little butterflies on, and we've got little postcards, little journaling cards in there on the little pockets like that, which is lovely. Do love these. Oh, sorry, they've started drilling. I don't know whether you can hear that. And then we've got 3 beautiful little envelopes that you can embellish bits with. They're nice to go onto little paper clips, aren't they? So there we go, guys. That's our bundles of ephemera and bits and pieces. Then I'm going to show you this one, which is beautiful. This is a little flower on here. This is one of my journals. I've got a little bag. It's got Handmade on there. It's just a little drawstring bag that I made. I've got some little embellishments there, which I'll show you in a moment. Let's open this up. This is a lovely little fairy journal on here. That's one of the little heart resin hearts that I made that you get in the pack, and I just think they look so pretty on the little fairy journals, don't they? So this is a little journal. She's got one of my little flowers on. She's got little pearls and little bits of bling in her hair there. Just lovely. Fairyland. This one isn't hugely decorated inside, because I like it because it's got actually some writing space in there, because I do tend to sort of like fill mine out quite a lot. So we've got this beautiful velvet flower on there, little tag, and again I've added little bits of pearl and bling on the tags, so you'll probably see this better when you get it home. We have a little fairyland little thing there, little tag, one of my little half flowers that we made. That's like a little story on there, which is lovely, isn't it? So we've got some ephemera in here. Look at that. This is what we made the other day, wasn't it? Which I thought worked lovely across that little pocket there. It's a little pocket in there, and this is a little fabric pocket. A bit more of my little flowers on there. This is all beautiful. I'm loving this. A little bit of rose fabric down there. Little journaling card. Flips over. This is the middle, so we've got a little dragonfly in the middle. And then we've got 2 pockets there that says dragonfly wings. 2 little journaling cards on there. These have got pearls and little beads on, little clear glass beads. Not clear, they're sort of like the AB ones. Little butterfly, resin butterfly. little journaling card. So lots of room to actually write in or stick your own sort of like embellishments inside. This is a beautiful one. I love this one. Looks so delicate, I think. A little tuck. We like little tucks. A little bit of journaling space, and then this one at the back. Another beautiful postcard on there. They're all lined with coffee stain paper. Little seam binding. Look at that, just beautiful. I love them. Bit more writing space. Another little pocket at the back. A little bit of bling. We like a little bit of bling. Little flower on there. And then we've got two more journaling cards on there. They're all backed with coffee stained paper. So love it, and it's fabric lined, which is beautiful. It's not. It's just it's quite a thin or a soft cover. It's not thin, but it's like a soft cover. It's not a hard cover, which is lovely. And then we've got the seam binding closure on there, which we just tie in a little bow, which I just love. I think this one is, I love the colour of this seam binding. I think it works so well with the cover of this journal, and the same, because it's the sort of same colour as this lovely velvet. Just beautiful. So that is one of my favourite journals. And then we've got the little flower and the bag to pop that in. And it comes with some embellishments as well to pop in. So these are my handmade embellishment bits. And some bows that I made from my bow maker. Look at these, just beautiful. We do like the bow maker. Little diddly one there. Little ruffle with some diamantes on there. We have a little doily one on there with a little bit of bling. I have one of my beautiful flowers that I made, so that will just stick onto your journal. It's got some little bits of bling hanging off it on there. Some of my flowers. Look, I think these are probably, this might be one that I actually made in the video. I'm not sure. It's one of my little hearts that I made. And then we have these beautiful little blue flowers with some bling inside. So I think these just look lovely on pages, just stuck on pages. I think they're just beautiful. So, oh, and then we've got three little beautiful little bows on there. So loving this one, love these. Got to make some more of those. I've used them up quite a lot. So let's tuck these in there, and in a little organza bag, which you can keep these bits in. So we will tuck all those in there like that. That goes with this, and then it all goes into this beautiful bag that I made, little drawstring bag. That goes in there. And then this comes off because it's just on there with a ball pin, so you can also stick that onto a journal or wherever you like. And I'm going to pop those inside like that so they don't get lost, and that just pulls up together. But what a lovely gift that would make somebody, wouldn't it? If you wrote in the journal, it would be lovely. So I'm going to pop that, or let me pop that out there, over there. Right, what else have I got? I've got a little journal. I hope you had your cup of tea, your cup of coffee with you. Look at this. This is beautiful. I got some ephemera on here. Now, all of this stuff is free postage and packing worldwide, but I have to make sure of the weight of everything, so it doesn't cost me too much money to send, because it's all free postage. But this one was quite heavy, so I haven't put too much extras in with this. I've got some little bits of ephemera. I think there's 10 pieces of fussy cuts in there. So this just flips open. We've got lovely, this is a hard cover, and it's got little metal corners on there. Beautiful flower. We've got a lacy spine with some velvet. This is some of my new papers, the flowery papers that we had. So we open it up. This is just like a plain journal. Now it's got 3 signatures in there. In each signature it's got, I think, 20 pages in, and I've backed the front covers of each one with some music paper, so each one has got a little separate journal And then we've got lovely, lovely bits on there. So there's another one there. You've got 20 pages and it's all, again, lined with some beautiful music paper. So I think this would make a beautiful gift. If you've got somebody's birthday coming up, this is lovely. And it just sits there and it's really quite hard, sturdy. It's a really nice sturdy one. And the closure is a little bit like that, and it's one that you screw in. So that's really nice. And I've just got elasticated little closure on there which you flip over the top. And then I've got some little bits of ephemera to pop on the pages if you want to, or into your other journals. So that is beautiful. So it's quite a heavy one as well. So that will just go in there. Let's pop that to the side. I do have another one which is similar. This is a more pinky. The other one was a more sort of autumny, I would have thought, colours. This has got one of my big lovely flowers on. Look at that, it's just beautiful, isn't it? I just love them. I love them. Again, we've got the little corners on there. We've got little closure with a little bit of elastic. And again, we have got 3 signatures, and each signature has got 20 pages in it. Shall I quickly measure it? I didn't measure that, did it? These are both the same size. It is roughly 4.5 inches by 6 inches. So what's that? 15, just over 15 centimeters by 11, just over 11.5, and the spine is 3 centimeters. About an inch, I would have thought. So probably about 2.5 centimeters. So that's roughly the size of it, but it's just beautiful. It's really, really lovely. And each, as I say, each one has got their own little journal, little cover on it. So loving them, loving them. And that's just the little flowers that we made. Just beautiful. And some little bits of ephemera to go in there. So that's that one. Pop that to the side, so they're going to be all wrapped up nicely and sent. So I've got this one. Oh, that's another one over here. Let's have a look. What have I got in here? Oh, look at this. Love this one. This is one of my little pocket pouches, which I like to make. Oh, let me put my box over here. I've got 2 of these. This one is the beautiful purpley one. Now this has got little little resin. These are little UV resin embellishments on there with the butterflies and the little iridescent hearts on there. Little flowers on there. This is a journal, so I'm just going to take that out just so you can see. This is like a little pouch. It's got little sides to it on this side and this side. So you've got a little pouch, and this is a front pocket. So you've got all these journaling cards in there like that. So that's the little front pocket. With this doesn't come off, this is just some ribbon on there with these beautiful little flowers on there too. Oh, and we've got some little pearls stuck on there. It's so pretty. And then we have these beautiful journaling cards to pop in it. Let's just stick these in here. These are just gorgeous. I'll pop them in nice and tidily before it gets sent to any of you. So it's all nice and tidy. So that's the front. And then on the back, we have 3 little pockets. So that's a little pocket there. We have a little pocket there. And then we have a little pocket there. So they're sort of like overlapped. We've got some little seam binding flowers. We've got a little pocket here as well with a little butterfly on it. Little flower pocket. These don't come off, these are stuck on. So we've got the little journaling cards to go in the back. We have these ones that go into that bigger pocket, like that. And then the smaller pocket, I've got 2 little journal cards. These little flowery journal cards I thought worked really, really well with it. So that's beautiful, I'm loving that. And then these come off. I've just stuck them on there because I think they look really nice, but again, you don't have to keep them on there because it's a journal. These can come off. We've got a little bow. We've got, these ones are backed with a little bit of felt, just so that you can, if you need to, stick them onto a journal. Look at that lovely bit of bling in the front there. Oh, just beautiful. That one. These are stuck on, so these two are stuck on, but it does actually go like this, so these wouldn't be on there. You can take those off. We've got one of my lovely little collage postcards on there, and then open it up and you've got a beautiful, it's a plain journal, because you know, sometimes you want to write in things, don't you? And we do tend to fill everything up. It's sewn in with, this is silk ribbon. So this is beautiful silk ribbon. It's been sewn in with, so that's beautiful. And then it's just a lovely writing one with butterflies. So this is more of a pretty butterfly and flowers. So I'm loving it. Now again, I've just popped it in sideways. But again, it depends whichever way you want to put it in. But I'm just thinking, because it goes in sideways, you've got this lovely little bit of ruffle, and this ruffle are the same. And then we do have a ruffle on this pocket, so it all sort of blends in lovely. So that's beautiful, loving that. And that will come to you in this beautiful little box, all safely tucked up. So we shall put that one there. And then I have another one. This is more sort of like the browns and the blues on this one, and sort of greens, but look at that, just beautiful. This one has the little ball pins on here with the little resin things that we made. I've got a link to these, but these are the ones on here. This has got a little charm, a little love charm hanging off these. But look, they're just beautiful, aren't they? Little ruffle. We have flowers on this one, little flowers. This has got a little seam binding flower. This is a flower, and then we've got a little bow on there. You can see, you can tell that that's made with the bow maker, can't you? Because it's just so neat and tidy, not like my bows that I make. So again, this is a journal that comes out. These are beautiful journal cards. Again, that comes out like that. So we've got the ruffle on there, the ruffle on there, and then when this goes in like that, if you didn't have the flowers on it, sort of all that just sort of like works really well together. I think it looks very pleasing to the eye, I think. So, and then we've got these beautiful journal cards. Now, I haven't done anything with these. I was going to sew around them, but I just thought you would probably like them as journal cards that you can actually stick on and make pockets with. Not necessarily right on the back. So I've just left them for you to use. Look at that one. You can make your own little tag or something out of that. She's just beautiful. So these are lovely. So these are nice little bits of ephemera, where you can keep things in here if you want to, or leave them in there or use them. And then on the back we have another 3 little pockets. So we have the little one in the front with the little seam binding flower and 2 little journaling spots there. We have this little one on this side. So I've sewn on top of the pockets before I put them on. I might actually do a tutorial on that to show you how I actually did it. That goes on there, and then we have these little ones in here like that. Just beautiful. Oh look, that one's been sewn around like that, and these just go in there like that. Oh, they're drilling again. I'm not sure. Some of you said last time that you didn't hear the drilling, so I'm not sure whether it's just loud to me or not. Oh, I do love these. So there we go, beautiful. And then, like I say, these have got little flowers on. They've got little felt backs on them, so you can stick them onto something or just have them dangling down like that. These 2 are stuck on because it does, like I say, these can come off and it does sit on there. Then we've got that lovely a collaged postcard on there, and then we have the little journal to write in or do whatever you like in. Just beautiful. Loving it. So that's that one. And then again, it's sewn in with some beautiful silk ribbon on there, which is beautiful. I think it's lovely. It makes it feel very delicate and pretty. Let's put these down. It will come to you all nice. There we go. But loving these. Gonna have to make some more of these, I think, guys, aren't we? Because these were just beautiful. Comes to you in this beautiful box. So if you're buying something for a gift, you know it's going to be wrapped up lovely. Now, the last thing that I've got is a little, I think this was it, is a little embellishment pack, which has got this. I've made this little bag and it's full of scraps of fabric. Look at all those. I'll show you in a minute. This comes out. I've got some ribbon on here, and then we've got some, let me just pop that to the side, some scrap papers in here. Let's just take these out and just show you. They're going to be different. I think I've got 2 or 3 packets of these, but again, the papers are going to be different. I'm not quite sure how many you've got in there. You've got some handmade papers and all sorts of lovely little bits and pieces in here as well. Some nice bits of shiny, lots of little bits that you can use as a scrap paper for making tags and little paper clips and things like that. When you need a little odd bit of paper, they come in really handy. And these colours are beautiful. I thought these look quite spring. Do you know what I mean? So we've got some lovely organza blue. We've got some beautiful organza green. And this has got sort of like a silky edge to that one. I've just stuck a little bit of tape around there just to keep them in place. And then I've got these. These ones I've just sort of like rolled up. So we've got this beautiful blues and greens. I just thought these colours go so well together. And then we've got some cream, some yellow polka dot, and we've got this beautiful orange. I don't know where this was hiding, but look at that. Love it. And I've just rolled them up so they don't take up too much room, and they sort of like fit inside each other like that, which is quite nice, isn't it? Then I've got a little bag of goodies in here. So let's take these out. These are some of my handmade bits and pieces. So we have some butterflies. Look at that. Just beautiful. I'm loving the little dingly dangly bits. We have 3 beautiful butterflies. I'm just going to show you these again because I'm not quite sure whether my camera clicked off. So let's have a quick peek. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm not quite sure whether my camera went off. So we've got some beautiful butterflies. We have 3 lovely butterflies in here, like that. And they've got the lovely crystal chain hanging off. I have got the 2 little flowers, which are beautiful. They've all got blingy bits on because we like blingy bits. Little flower. We have 2 little, they're like little, what are they called? Doily things, and then they've got little bits of bling on, so they look lovely. These are little bits of this, they're like little bits of fabric, and the little dingly danglies, and you've got the little lobster claw clasp on there, which you can pop onto the outside of your journals. And then this one, she's like a little fairy. Look, we've got a little bead bit in the bottom, and they are just beautiful. So she's like a little flower fairy. And then we've got a little lobster claw clasp on there, and then we have some beautiful bows, of course. This is what I made with the bow maker. They are just beautiful. So you've got the purples and the creams in these. Some little bits of seam binding, some organza ribbon, and you've got 2 little bitty tiny ones there. So I'm not sure whether you saw those just now, but I'm not sure whether my camera went off. I think it thinks I'm talking too much as well. So we are nearly done. I have got just the little bag of scrap fabric to show you. Let's pop those in there. I have to pop them in there. Does that come off something? Oh, I don't know. Let's just show you what we got in here. So this is a big bag of scrap fabricy bits. So we've got all sorts. We've got some lovely silkiness. We've got some little ones with, you know, blingy bits on. It's all shiny. These have got like little sequins on. There's all sorts. There's all sorts. I got 2 or 3 of these. Oh look, you've even got a little bit of bling on that one. You've got bits of lace in there. You've got all sorts of things on there. They will be different. 2 or 3 will be different. Got a little bit of velvet on there. All sorts of things in here. Look at that. But you've got a nice big bundle. So if you haven't got any lace on there, if you don't have scrap fabric, this is a nice little bundle. So you can make, look, got netting and, well, little bits, all sorts of bits in there. Little bits of cheesecloth, all sorts. So it's a nice start. If you're new to crafting, it's a nice little start to have a little bag of scrap fabric. So that goes in there. This goes into my little box. We have, oopsie daisy, we have the paper, we have the lovely bits of ribbon in there. Let's pop these in there. Loving these colours. Beautiful colours. We have our little bag of bits and pieces and our bag. This is my attempt to make a little bag, but I think it came out really well, and the fabric is just beautiful. So that squeezes in there, and that's lovely. So guys, I think that's it. I think that's it for all the bits and pieces. So we've got these, we've got lots of little bags of ephemera on there. I've got these little bits. I've got my little journal. So do take a look. Everything's going to be in the shop. So there we go, guys. And I hope if you're not going to have a look in the shop, I hope that's given you some ideas to make stuff as well, because it's quite nice to look through all my bits and pieces as well. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the evening. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.